Every strong movement begins with a super strong foundation so that we can feel balanced, steady, and supported. Grab your mat, take a deep breath in, and a long breath out. Let's dive deeper. When we think of tabletop position, think of four really strong pillars of strength, sort of like the columns in front of certain houses. I'm really into architecture, so I'm always thinking about like maybe the four strong columns that you see in some sort of colonial style houses, or maybe it's just four strong pillars inside of a really open, big concept, no walls to divide the space. Think about that. So from there, we're going to sit back on the heels or sit in easy pose Sukhasana and start to gather yourself, gather your thoughts. Maybe it's a low gaze down towards the mat or the space out in front. Relax your arms, relax your hands. And from here, we're going to lift our arms up, really leading with the fingertips. So start to flex them up towards the ceiling and then extend your elbows out, sort of like you're pushing a wall away from you in front of you. So the elbow creases are shining slightly up towards the ceiling. Again, we're really locked out in the elbows. We're really pressing the wall away. So a gentle flexing back in the hands. So this is really going to light up the wrists and the forearms. And then start to notice what your navel is doing, what the low belly is doing. See if you can gently pull your navel to spine. We call that Uddiyana Bandha, navel to spine connection, to support a lifting or a balancing pose. Keep your focus, or what we call your drishti, out in front at the space in between your thumbs or your index finger. And then from there, slightly turn your hands outward just a touch. So the middle fingers aren't shining up towards the ceiling anymore. They're sort of turned outward just a little bit, maybe 15, 20-ish degrees if we want to get into some technicalities. And then from here, slowly lower your arms back down, elbows in towards your side body. You'll notice that the biceps, the shoulders are going to start to really warm up there. So that is the same kind of integrity that we want to keep as we do go ahead and dive forward into our tabletop position. Remember those four strong pillars of strength: wrist and hands underneath our shoulders. Situate your knees underneath your hip points. So begin to look at your legs as you're sort of shifting them around. Come into noticing if the shins and the calves are parallel to each other. So just look back a little bit, see if they're parallel, and then start to press gently through the tops of the feet in towards the mat. Again, our gaze is down towards the space in between our hands, and we still have the integrity of Uddiyana Bandha. Navel draws in and up. We're not quite creating a doming effect across the shoulder blades. We'll get into that into the next dive deeper video where we dissect cat-cow flow. But here, we just want to sort of keep a flat back position while also pulling our navel to spine. So imagine that there is a string pulling the crown of your head up towards the top edge of your mat, and there's a string pulling your tailbone or your glutes towards the back edge of your mat, more so down at an angle. So think heels and toes as you start to curl your tailbone under. Take a deep breath in exactly where you are. Elbow creases shining forward. We aren't arching the back. We aren't dropping our chest, although that is a really nice scapula stretch. So just come into noticing if you feel as though if someone were to come and place a teacup, a candle, a mug, your favorite kombucha on the back of your neck or the mid back, upper back, would it stay there or would it fall over? Think about an ottoman or a coffee table. Push the earth away. Make sure you're locking out in the elbows. And we're here for one more conscious breath in through our nose and back out maybe through the mouth. Start to walk your hands in towards your body, sitting back on your heels or coming back into easy pose, Sukhasana. And then we're going to link the fingers together and then sort of clasp the hands a little bit, elbows in towards your side body, and then draw some infinity signs just right out in front, gazing down at your mat or your hands. Take this moment to feel the warmth of the body. This is also a lovely moment to notice the heart rate and to internally see if you can allow a longer exhale than what you inhaled for in order to lower your heart rate and your blood pressure back down. Release your hands from there, rest them on your thighs or your knees. And that was tabletop position. Thank you so much for joining me into diving deeper into tabletop position. For the next dive deeper, we're going to be dissecting cat-cow flow. So please stay tuned. Tap into that. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And I can't wait to see you in the next video.